Rumors are that allegedly Kenya is selling Moore Manor. What happened? And has Marc finally gotten what he always wanted? Well, I have some new information that may answer all of those questions and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk? And welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Alright, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about. And it centers around rumors that allegedly Kenya is selling Moore Manor. What happened? And has Marc finally gotten what some say he always wanted? Well, I have some new information that may answer all of those questions and more. And here it goes. Rumors are that allegedly Kenya Moore is preparing to sell Moore Manor. A rumor that has shocked many fans. But the question is, why? A source said Kenya is ready to move on from Marc and has been for quite some time. Marc is allegedly still demanding half of Moore Manor, and Kenya is unwilling to budge. The source continued, "It is outrageous for Marc to think that he is owed half of a mansion he didn't work for or pay for. Kenya, for her part, is ready to prove once and for all that Marc no longer controls her. So, selling the last piece of control is the way Kenya is looking to gain her freedom," ended the source. Another source said, Marc has really left Kenya with no choice. She had hoped he would have come to his senses by now, but unfortunately he hasn't. Also, there may be another reason why Kenya is ready to sell, and it involves her new boyfriend. So what is it? Well, allegedly, things are really heating up for Kenya and her new boyfriend. They have started to become quite serious about each other. Although Kenya hasn't taken the official steps to introduce him to her family, she does seem ready to do so. So getting rid of the last piece of her failed marriage to Marc will really help her move on in a more positive direction, ended the source. Another industry insider said, Marc is trying his best to play hardball with Kenya, but it simply isn't working. Kenya is a smart businesswoman and is always 5 steps ahead of Marc. And her allegedly using and selling her mansion is just another sign of her intelligence in all of this drama. Also, continued the insider, it's not like selling Moore Manor is a bad idea. Allegedly, Kenya's mansion has been appraised for triple for what she paid for it. Kenya could profit over $6 million from a sale of her home even after all of the seller costs are added. Not bad, ended the insider. For now, Kenya is playing her cards very carefully, and rightfully so. Marc has shown her that he is not above trying to play dirty when it comes to Kenya's empire. Being the biggest income earner in her marriage has definitely caused some major issues for Kenya, none of which the source said Kenya won't be able to successfully rise above. Alright, kinfolk, this is some new information and some rumors that I came across on social media from some fans and some individuals in the know in Atlanta. And so we're going to dissect this rumor piece by piece. And we're going to start off by dissecting the part of this rumor that I actually feel is the most accurate. And it's this. I definitely believe that Kenya is tired of this divorce, and she is tired of it dragging out because it has shown it to be extremely exhausting for her. Kenya and Marc's divorce has been going on longer than, they have actually been married. And I can only imagine how frustrating that is for Kenya. And if you have been following this divorce since the beginning, you know that a lot of things and demands that Marc had have kind of fluctuated. One season is these sets of demands he once met. The next season is this next test of demands that he once met. Then once Kenya meets them, then he continues to raise the bar, it appears. And for the most part for Kenya, she has seemed to pretty much, play fair and allow the process to work itself out through her lawyers. But it seems like whenever that there is drama arising, it seems to always come from Marc, which I understand can be exhausting when you're dealing with two, adults who have had, situations where either it was a divorce involved or a situation where there had to become times when you had to manage a large amount of money. So Kenya, I guess, thought that two individuals who are used to dealing with a huge amount of money could be able to put their business hats on and come to some type of consensus agreement on how to best move forward for themselves and for their daughter. But unfortunately, that has not been the case. So Kenya, I can imagine, is super tired. Probably super tired of talking about it. And that part of the rumor, I can't believe. Now, the next part of this rumor, that I do find somewhat hard to believe. But, it is a rumor and all this is alleged information. But I do feel like if this part of the rumor is true, then it makes sense. And it really does help Kenya out in the long run. And it's this. The idea that Kenya is somehow derailing Marc's plan by allegedly selling her house, it kind of feels like it would probably be something that would be very helpful in all these divorce proceedings. From what we've been seeing in the media, it seems as if the biggest point of contingency is that Marc wants half of Moore Manor, allegedly. And the thing about him getting half of Moore Manor is that he didn't work for it. He didn't pay for it. And a lot of people are saying that, it's very evident he didn't even spend the majority of his time there at the home. So with that being said, it is very ludicrous that he feels like he is owed almost half of Kenya's property. So I think Kenya selling the house, if you are to believe this rumor, before the divorce is final, could prove to be a very smart business move, because technically his name's not on the deeds. She can sell it, it's hers outright, and she could take that money and be like, okay, well, that's it. The house is gone, that point of contingency is gone, and it's over with. Now, I'm sure there may be some legalities in all of that may prevent her from doing that completely outright. However, I don't know. It just seems like a part of this rumor that, if you are to believe, seems like a very astute move to make, especially when this divorce proceedings have been dragging on for so long. Now, kinfolk, is another part of this rumor that I actually do find also very believable. And I find this very believable because of the things that my sources have been telling me about this upcoming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and some things that have been going on, especially with Kenya in her personal life. So with that being said, the other part of this rumor that I find somewhat very believable and also very logical is this. I do believe Kenya is simply ready to move on with her life, especially her love life. It's been almost 3 years since, her and Marc have been together. And it seems as if she is ready to finally move on and move on in a more positive light. And so if you are to believe the rumors that Kenya and her new boyfriend are getting very serious about one another and they're ready to make that next step forward, then selling this house could very well be that vehicle for them to take to get to that next phase of their lives. It is very obvious that Marc and Kenya are done, and there are no, reasons to think there might be any type of reconciliation. We've heard the rumors that Marc is, for lack of a better word, jealous of Kenya's new relationship, which is why he is trying to antagonize her with this long, drawn-out divorce proceedings. And even if that isn't or is the case, it definitely seems like that is a very fruitless endeavor for him to take on, because Kenya has shown us and shown him that she is ready to move on with her life. And selling this house, if you are to believe the rumors, could be, like my sources said, that perfect vehicle for her to turn a new lease over in her life. Now, a lot of people are, kind of confused and on the fence about, exactly what it is that Marc is asking of Kenya outside of half of Moore Manor and her paying her legal bills. And so, if you were to take this rumor and to really dissect it, it seems as if the biggest thing is the house. So, if you eliminate the house, it does seem as if Kenya could possibly eliminate a lot of the drama that's circling around her and Marc's divorce. Now, kinfolk, If you are to believe this rumor, and of course, again, it's all alleged information. Kenya is probably at a point to where she's looking at the quickest or the fastest way to get out of this nightmare of a divorce proceedings. But what I want to know from you guys is this. Do you think Kenya potentially selling her house is a quick and easy way for her to go ahead and end her bitter divorce with Marc? Or do you believe that if she did try to shortchange Marc by quickly selling her home before the divorce is over, do you think they'll present a new, completely different set of troubles and issues for Kenya in trying to get her divorce ended quickly? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Alright, Kim folk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over on the next one. Peace.